All right. So welcome, Peggy. So
Hello.
same question. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and your business, what you do, who you help, and how.
Well, it's great to be here. I'm so happy to get to talk with you and everybody that's there. So a little bit about me. I've been coaching what's traditionally been called coaching for more than 30 years, and I practiced law for 12 before that. And what I do now is I coach as well as guide highly accomplished professionals who have that nagging sense, this nag that like, there's got to be something more to life here. So I help them discover what that is and then how to live it. And typically there's a sense that there's some big wild dream that they're wanting to create that they don't yet have access to. So I help them uncover that, live that. And so there you go.
Awesome. Now, Peggy joined us. We started working together in October of last year. So she's been with us about 9 months now, and she is like really on fire. Now, tell us a little bit about where you were, because you weren't always on fire, Peggy.
Yeah.
So tell us where you were with your business before you started working with us, and a little bit about the challenges you were facing, because we really want others to know that they are not alone and that all of us go through this.
Yeah. So like I said, I've been coaching a really long time and had even coached business coaching, and I'd worked with other coaches before, and I'd gotten really frustrated because I was taking the context, the foundation of my work in a new direction that some might say had a spiritual component to it, but that word wasn't working for me. And so I was just real frustrated on how to talk about my business, how to package the new work that I was doing, and of course how to make money doing all of that. So that's where I was when I started. And did you ask me to tell what else?
Sure.
But anyway,
So
so yeah, I
yes.
was just very frustrated and discouraged. I was very disheartened. But when I met Carmen and Deirdre, there was just this, again, a sense that they could really hear me. And that was they were the first coaches that I'd ever been with that I felt like they can really hear what I'm trying to offer, and that they have enough experience in how to articulate what I was trying to say, although not specifically, but how to articulate messages, how to help clarify how to communicate what you're really up to, that I just felt a lot of confidence that you two could really help me get all of that I just described resolved.
Right. So let's talk a little bit more about the messaging and the clarity. And it really has to do with your area of expertise. And I know a lot of other entrepreneurs run into this as well. It's not as straightforward as something more tangible, so such as when we talk about getting a return on your investment for your business, when you work with a coach, that's pretty tangible, right? Like we can say, you're going to get a return on your investment because you're going to make more money in your business. But when you're working in a realm outside of that, when it's more of this, value to your life piece, it's a little more difficult to get that messaging across to your ideal clients. So can you talk a little bit about that and a little bit about how, what was the frustration, and then maybe what was your aha moment, or, how did you resolve that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And so part of it was having the confidence that the value of what I was offering, since I couldn't put dollars with it or specific results, that that alone could be what people would work with me for. So that yeah, would hire me, or we could work together on. And so that was really useful to experience your confidence in that what people wanted. And then the how I finally came, well, of course, writing a message and then you all giving feedback. We went back and forth, and then also you strongly recommended that I talk with my current clients about the value that they were receiving. And I really, for some reason, always avoided that sort of process. But I got great feedback from my current clients. And so that helped too, to build confidence and to help articulate a message. And then and the other thing that was so challenging was that the typical words that most people might use to describe what I was offering, like live your highest potential, those words are so used so often that it didn't resonate with me. And so, so I was just, just real befuddled with how else can I say it? So again, you guys listening to me, you would help come up with words. We would go back and forth. I would use it in writings or use it with other people and check back in on how they could hear it and what kind of difference that was making. And it did start making a difference.
That's great. Awesome. Yeah. And so, we've also worked on conversion events and, getting through that and how to, really offer your program. Because I know sometimes that's a difficulty is, we start offering our services one way and realize, oh, we're going to get tapped out really, really quick. So that's a whole nother area that we come up with different ways and we experiment and we see what's going to work and then we get the results from it. And so all those things that we've been putting into place, it's really starting to get traction for you now. Mm-hmm. And so just tell us a little bit about what has changed, like looking back to where you started, how you felt about things and all those frustrations, and then where you are now. What has changed in your life, your mindset, your business?
Well, of course, a major change is just that confidence that came with knowing I could articulate something. And then, how do I, what is the program I'm offering? So helping with the design of that program. So that built the confidence, using the conversion processes, the conversion events that you're talking about, and fine tuning those, and let's see. Oh, and then just really, figuring out where the best place for me to market is, LinkedIn or Facebook. And so moving more into LinkedIn, but then with you guys know what to do on LinkedIn. So that again, it's like, you guys can just tell me, here's what you need to do on LinkedIn, and I don't have to go do all this research or hire somebody else to tell me all of that. So I have access to all of that. And so my mindset was, again, discouraged, but I knew this was my passion. I knew this is what I had to do. So just discouraged, almost like this wall here, just, couldn't get past. And so the wall has come down, and now, I'm really excited. I'm passionate about what I'm doing. People can hear that. The conversion events, I get good attendance at them. I've been converting at a good, percentage wise, a good percentage of conversion, and enrolling people then in, so I have more clients. I mean, I've got making more money. So I can feel the momentum now. So again, confidence, momentum, which is key, of course. Momentum is so, because my clients are going to feel that if I'm feeling discouraged and like I'm not making progress, they're going to sense that. And so all of that has helped me be able to convey that and be that with clients, potential clients, and in my conversion events. So did I miss anything there? Or?
Yeah, no, you got it. You nailed it. Those are all the things. And so just one last thought here is, do you have any advice for somebody who may be considering the program, but they're sitting on the fence? They're not sure if, maybe they've been with other coaches like you did in the past. And that was, I think, one of the things for you. You're like, but I've spent so much money already. Exactly. Do I really need to do this? What would be your advice?
As a coach for, like I said, over 30 years, I've always believed in having a coach myself. And so I've always had a coach of some form or another, sometimes two or three. So because I'm a real proponent that we're so limited in our own perspective and our own ability, we can only see one point of view of the world. And so to have more people being able to look at our business or whatever we're focusing on here, it's business, to give those other perspectives, help us shift our perspective, is just invaluable. And then of course there are two of you with two different backgrounds and two different come from. So you don't have to hire two different coaches to get what you all bring. And so it's a beautiful melding. I mean, I'm just a believer in coaching. So the advice I'd give is to talk to them. And then if you feel a resonance, if you feel like these people, Deirdre and Carmen, understand you and you're feeling resonance, then because the other thing about them is that they're really there for you. So I've worked with other coaches that I had a sense of that. I mean, sure, they want me to be successful, but these two, Carmen and Deirdre, sorry, that their heart is just really in it. There's like a personal sense. They say that they're what's behind the scenes partner. What's the word? Invisible partner.
Yeah.
And it feels that way. I know they're there. I know I can ask them questions. And so, so it is like having this incredible resource that is invaluable, because I know questions I don't have now, a week from now that I know they will help me. If they don't have the answer, they'll either go find it or they'll tell me what to do. So it's just a freeing experience working with Carmen and Deirdre. And you can talk to me if you want to, if they want to give information, but or you can ask questions right now, of course. But I wouldn't hesitate because there's, it's just it becomes an exponential potential to work with Carmen and Deirdre. We're going to poke along at whatever pace, which is fine if you like the poke along pace that where you are, or even if it's a pretty good clip you're working at. There's an exponential ability and a result that is accomplished and can be accomplished by working with someone else, again, that can see things entirely differently, help you open your mindset and emotional well-being as well, and so then it's multiplied. So one time somebody told me, when I'm by myself, there's like a point, you get two people, there's like lines, there's more dimension, you get three people, now there's 3D. And so you get that if you're working with two people here, then you get that 3D. It just, it's just like a big leap, a bigger possibility, more of a reality, a sense of what's possible. So I would say, do it.